might have uncovered a mystery hidden within one of the VHS tapes. This secret has been staring us in the face, and I can't believe it took this long to be discovered. If this turns out to be true, then Playtime Co. just got a whole lot darker. While many of us are familiar with the VHS tapes scattered throughout the game, a majority of players only watch them once. One of the most important tapes in the series is handed to us by Poppy near the end of Chapter 3. It's in this tape we are introduced to the footage depicting events of the Playtime Rebellion, the Hour of Joy. The tape starts off with Huggy Wuggy at the center of the room, standing in his normal position. Then in a moment's notice, he goes berserk and begins taking out everyone around him. This is followed by Mommy Longlegs, dropping employees from a considerable height. We get a surprise appearance from Miss Delight's sisters, and someone who appears to be Kissy Missy. The tape ends with Boxy Boo securing a kill and Catnap cleaning up any survivors. Now this is all pretty standard stuff for a Poppy Playtime enjoyer, but there's something in this tape that only a seasoned veteran would be able to point out. It has to deal with one of our favorite characters, and no, I'm not talking about Dog Day. If we had to guess, Dog Day was most likely removed ahead of time by the prototype. The prototype knew full well that Dog Day would never support him in killing innocent people. Our attention needs to be turned on someone else, someone fluffy, really tall, and pink. Kissy Missy is an outlier within that tape, and her apparent actions in that footage have created a lot of questions. Kissy Missy has shown us in Chapter 3 that he is pretty passive, and not bloodthirsty like the other toys. Even when she ambushed us with our backs turned, she didn't immediately attack us. Her actions give us a huge hint towards her character, which is why her footage doesn't really add up. Kissy actually has her own dedicated tape, where we can see how her side of the events play out. Sometime before or after the Hour of Joy, a team of staff were instructed to relocate Kissy Missy. Kissy was approached by the staff, who securely tied her down with handcuffs and metal restraints. If you take a look at the gear they're wearing, everyone seems to be unarmed. If her captors considered her as a threat, we would have seen a few of them with weapons. Toys killing staff members is something that has already happened before in the past. We know this to be the case when the prototype killed someone after he almost escaped. The people relocating Kissy would most likely be aware of that fact, and would take precautions if they thought she was harmful. Near the end of the footage, we can see Kissy rapidly approaching her destination before the camera cuts to black. When we do see her again, she's laying down in the same position surrounded by her dead captors. The thing is though, we don't get to see Kissy Missy actually attacking the Playtime staff, and if we take a closer look, the video seems to have been tampered with. The edit right here is the only one without a proper text transition, which gets us thinking, why don't we get to see Kissy Missy's attack? The truth is, Kissy Missy didn't actually kill those employees. While we do see that the restraints on her do come off, that doesn't necessarily mean she did it herself. From the looks of it, it's quite possible Kissy had some outside help. Judging by the ruthlessly massacred bodies, this could be the work of a Huggy Wuggy possibly trying to save his girlfriend. The most jarring thing about this tape is that Kissy Missy stays still, even after the camera cuts. It's nearly impossible to break free from your restraints, kill 3 people, and lay back down in the exact same position. I'm not buying it. When we get to the end of the footage, we are met with the error footage missing. For some reason, the VHS tape was unable to capture the events right before Kissy supposedly attacks as well as the aftermath, and I think I know why. These tapes were most likely edited, and I think I know who's behind it. For someone to be able to edit Playtime Co. security tapes, they'd have to be high up in the chain, or maybe they could be a toy that's been watching our every move since we started the game. Ollie. The security system was introduced by Leith Pierre in the first VHS tape of Chapter 1. The security system is described as being advanced and can do things no other system could do for its time. The theory of Ollie being the security system is something we covered in one of our previous videos, but this applies here as well. Everything we know about Ollie comes back to him being a part of the security system, or actually being the system itself. It's quite possible that Ollie might be able to edit the footage at will because of how advanced he is as a security system. The footage itself also has a disclaimer in the beginning that reads, "Tape contains unexpected footage tampered with by third party." Throughout the game, Ollie has demonstrated how strong his influence over technology is. He can close doors at will, like when he tried to protect us from Huggy Wuggy. He activated the Bunzo Bunny toy production line to help us in Chapter 2, and he can even call us no matter the distance via phone in Chapter 3. So why would Kissy Missy's footage need to be edited? If our theory is correct, then Ollie most likely edited Kissy Missy's footage to protect her. Everyone knows how passive Kissy Missy is, and how she would never hurt anybody. The prototype, at the same time, most likely instructed all the toys to kill as many humans as possible. If any toy was not found killing humans, they would have to face the prototype's wrath. If the prototype found out that Kissy Missy abstained from the attack, then it would be her that was going to be killed. Ollie decided to forge the footage, so that way he could make it look like she participated. Ollie doesn't agree with the prototype's actions, and there's only a handful of other toys that share that sentiment. Poppy and Dog Day are one of the few toys that would be openly against the prototype. Ollie understands that he has so few allies, so he did what he could to keep Kissy Missy safe. As for Poppy and Dog Day, their open rebellious nature got them straight into the crosshairs of the prototype. Poppy would end up locked in a case filled to the brim with poppy gas, while Dog Day would have his legs removed and tortured as much as the prototype pleased. It was because of Ollie's intervention that Kissy Missy had the amount of freedom she does in the game. Unbeknownst to the prototype, Kissy never actually followed his orders and was spared the fate of her friends. You could say that without Ollie interfering, we would have never made it out of Chapter 2. We were only able to get this far in the story because Kissy had moved a lever for us when we were stuck. It's also possible that Kissy was directed by Ollie himself, which is why she showed up at our exact time of need. Ollie has impeccable timing when you consider all the chase scenes as we experience as a player. He knows exactly what door to open and what door to close. When Dog Day is chasing us, it's no coincidence we are led down the right path so we can escape alive. Ollie has had everything planned from the start, but eventually there's gonna come a time where something happens beyond his prediction. I think this might be the case based off the ending of the 3rd chapter. Kissy Missy is attacked by some unknown person, which would really put a wrench into Ollie's plans. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think Kissy Missy actually killed those people, or is she still the lovely pink giant she appears to be? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed watching this video, then hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell icon so you always stay tuned with more of such content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.